This is CNN.
In the shadow of military police and riot damage, the people of Los Angeles return to work, school, and daily living. It's anything but business as usual in the courts, now feeling the burden of bringing thousands of alleged rioters to justice.
This is CNN's Prime News, taking the time to examine world events, issues, and newsmakers, with Bernard Shaw in Washington and Susan Rook in Atlanta.
Thank you for joining us as the people of Los Angeles struggle to pick up the pieces of their city in their lives. Updated numbers reveal just how much they've lost in the most deadly and destructive riots this century. The Sheriff's Department says 58 people are confirmed dead. More than 2,000 have been injured, 228 of them critically. Authorities put the total number of arrests at nearly 12,000 and damages estimated at more than $707 million.
Los Angeles residents have united in an effort to restore their city from the ashes of last week's unrest. This weekend, they worked to clean up debris. Today, they began to resume normal workday activities. Patty Panicia reports.
People went back to work in Los Angeles Monday, but there were still signs of last week's unrest.
Normal as in normal, no. Of course not. It's disaster all over the place.
Residents were told a 4-day curfew would officially end Monday night.
Let me make it very clear. Curfew has been lifted. No curfew tonight.
On the street, office workers passed by military police.
It's really scary in a way seeing the MPs out, the National Guard, but in a way it's reassuring.
Reassuring that the violence has in fact ended. At the downtown courthouse, it was business as usual, except for the plywood covering broken glass.
I was actually a little leery of coming down here, but you know, things they're better. I hope it's normal.
Courthouse security was tighter than usual. Bus service resumed, making it possible for those without cars to return to work.
When there was this commotion, I cannot travel, so I have to stay home.
Very typical for a Monday morning. It slows right about Victory Boulevard and remains heavy all the way to Mulholland.
LA freeways were jammed during morning rush hour, a sure sign of things returning to normal. Many store owners reopened for business, although some found it difficult amidst the destruction.
We're going to try to open today and do the best we can, and hopefully things can get back to normal real soon.
A flower vendor said sales were higher than usual.
People want to forget what happened this weekend. They want to forget.
Other business people wondered about possible long-term economic damage to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is as an international business center. You try and guess what other countries and other people think about Los Angeles and the possibilities of rebuilding.
Power has been restored or will be shortly in those areas where it was knocked out. For most of the people in Los Angeles, the unrest is behind them. The problem now is getting their lives back on track so they can move forward. Patty Panicia for CNN, Los Angeles.
The White House is promising up to $600 million in federal aid to help rebuild Los Angeles from the ruins of the riots. President Bush met today with key cabinet members to discuss immediate steps to ease the hardship, and he's sending a team to California to assess the need there. Some Democrats say the riots underscore the failings of the Bush and Reagan policies, but the White House is blaming the inner city rage on liberal welfare programs of the 60s and 70s. The president also lays some blame on the current Congress.
We don't think we know all the answers, and I think you learn from every incident. As history shows, that after each one of these uprisings, these things have happened, people have taken a look to see what they could do to help. And certainly we're willing to do that, and I feel obligated to do that. And it's not like we have no idea whatsoever. If people had listened to some of our cabinet departments up on the Hill, we might be a little further along.
CNN has learned U.S. military forces plan to remain visibly deployed in the Los Angeles area, at least through President Bush's scheduled visit there on Thursday and Friday.
Los Angeles courtrooms are overcrowded. Thousands of arrests were made during the mayhem following the King verdict. Thousands now pack the city's jails and courtrooms. CNN's Ann McDermott reports.
The courthouse was more crowded than usual. So was the courtroom, but then so were the streets. The result, nearly 12,000 arrests. For the courts, nearly 12,000 cases that had to wend their way slowly through the system.
Number 28. Let's go!
Most people had been arrested for looting. This woman's son was, but she claims he didn't steal anything.
No hay nada.
He didn't steal anything, she said, because the store he went into had already been stripped. Some admitted they did do some looting. That's what Lorraine Giro's boyfriend told her.
Were you mad at him at all?
No, because he didn't do anything wrong. Everybody else was doing it.
Arthur Warren is acting as an attorney for many of the defendants who can't afford one, which is most of those arrested.
Did these people take what they're supposed to take? Probably. I mean, interesting. One would say this was a state of anarchy that was going on over the last few days. Can you break a law when you're in an anarchic state? I don't know.
Prosecutors worked night and day. Those arrested had to be arraigned within a 96-hour deadline, and they were determined to beat the clock.
Number 502.
The long hours took their toll on everyone, defendants, attorneys, even the court's Spanish interpreter.
I'm feeling very tired.
Number 545.
Bail generally ranged from $2,500 to $5,000, but sometimes a defendant got a surprise.
Bail $15,000.
Some court observers expect most of these cases will eventually end in plea bargains.
Number 48.
According to one analyst, if everyone arrested wanted his or her own trial, the result would be chaos. Something the city's already seen plenty of. Ann McDermott, CNN, Los Angeles.
Around the U.S. today, there were more protests against the verdict in the Los Angeles police trial. At least 10 people were arrested when police clashed with demonstrators in New York. And in Washington, about 200 protesters blocked a bridge over the Potomac River. And some 14,000 city workers took a paid day off to protest the verdict.
There's much more ahead on Prime News. What can businesses hit by the Los Angeles riots expect in the way of federal help? We'll look at the relief programs and how they work. Also, we begin a series of reports on violence in America. It is so widespread, it is becoming a public health concern.
Prime News is brought to you by Ektar Film from Kodak. For advanced photographers, the genius is in the details.
It is from Kodak. It delivers the highest resolution, microfine grain, superior image structure, for ultra-sharp detail. It is called Ektar. Ektar Film by Kodak. The genius is in the details. Ektar Film now comes in a new cartonless package in 25, 100, and 1,000 speeds.
I'm not just lazy, I'm tired, and so's Barney. Ever since we joined MCI Friends and Family to get the extra 20% savings, AT&T keeps hassling us to come back. It's not worth it. The savings they promise are off their own higher rates. Come on, I might be lazy, but I got better things to do than sit around and listen to AT&T. Minutes ago.
Tylenol users discover a powerful name in aspirin-free pain relief.
It took away my headache. Aspirin-free Anacin worked as well as Tylenol.
Like Tylenol, aspirin-free Anacin is 100% aspirin-free acetaminophen, so it's gentle on your stomach.